Hello and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a new webinar presented by AVEVA Select Gulf team. I'm so glad to have every one of you today, and I can see in the list of attendees that yes, we have some of our existing customers, partners, and also new people who are the most welcome. So for the people who are joining us for the first time, let me just introduce myself. This is Nader Al-Hamad, and I'm handling the channels and marketing within AVEVA Select Gulf. Today's webinar topic will be the AVEVA Connect, where we will be deeping dive into the industrial cloud platform, and we will highlight the values that you will get by using the AVEVA Connect, from connecting your people, removing the operations barriers, to creating a unified and empowered workforce by offering you an easiest and simplest management to your account. So my colleague Al-Fadl Abdullah will be our speaker today, and he will be guiding us for the coming 30 minutes. So before starting, let me just remind everyone that during the webinar, you can feel free to type any questions you have in the question box, and we will be raising it and responding by the end of the session. So from my end, I will just wish you an interesting time, and I will leave you in safe hands with the speaker. The show is yours, Fadl. Hi.
Hello, Nader, and thank you. So today we'll be covering AVEVA Connect, which is the cloud platform that AVEVA offers to fuel your digital transformation journey. And as a matter of fact, the race for digitalization has already begun. And in 2022, properly utilizing technology is not a choice anymore, but a need for every business to overcome the challenges industry workers face today. In this webinar, we will cover these challenges and how AVEVA Connect empowers you to overcome these challenges with the software capabilities it offers. Then we'll deep dive into AVEVA Connect structure, and we'll see how we can efficiently organize and manage a Connect account theoretically and practically in a live demo. Here at AVEVA Select Gulf, we understand your daily responsibilities and challenges, whether you are the head of projects, the CFO, the systems manager, or the CIO. So as the head of projects, it is important to deliver on-time projects whilst protecting the margins. However, you will face challenges with project disruptions causing delays. As the CFO, it is important to manage cash flow and access business insights and analysis. However, you will face challenges with large initial investments on projects and inaccuracies in planning budgets. As the systems manager, it is important to ensure systems compatibility at a large scale and drive operational improvements through software and tools. Challenges to these responsibilities include managing data access for all users. And finally, as the CIO, it is crucial to comply with cybersecurity best practices and to provide a secure and always available system. Key challenges to these responsibilities include keeping users secure whilst adopting the cloud. With these challenges in mind, what software capabilities are required? A fast time to value and scale combined with the cloud and SaaS provides a fast and efficient solution. A flexible and scalable solution is enabled by reducing OpEx costs and providing scalability on demand. Providing hardware agnostic solutions that can be accessed anywhere enables remote collaboration. A secure and available solution is assured with a measurable SLA and cybersecurity certifications. So how will you utilize AVEVA Connect? As a standard engineering or operations user, you can simply open the cloud platform from a web browser and access the cloud services. As the systems administrator, you can easily view and manage active users through the cloud platform and add users by simply entering their email address. As the head of finance or CFO, you can easily view and track historical credit consumption through the cloud. You can also visualize credit breakdowns through graphics and KPIs. And finally, as the head of IT security, you can easily locate and access important documents related to cybersecurity and maintenance. So AVEVA Connect is this single go-to place where users from separate departments can work collaboratively on one single source of truth, on one platform, and access more than 30 services available on the cloud, from engineering to operations and information management in a secure and always available environment. So with AVEVA Connect, you'll be able to transform faster, reduce your costs, and optimize at scale to ultimately reach sustainable growth. We are already having more than 6,400 customers globally using AVEVA Connect, with more than 105K users accessing the platform weekly, and our customers are experiencing at least 20% efficiency gain by moving to the cloud. Now, going deeper into AVEVA Connect structure, it is first of all built on Microsoft Azure and Amazon Web Services, which are two of the leading cloud service providers. At the first level, we're having some core services like the single sign-on feature to access all the cloud services with one user and password, but you can also use this feature to leverage your existing Azure Active Directory or your directory from any other identity provider like Google or Okta to make the login process easy, simple, and seamlessly integrated with your company's domain. For authentication, AVEVA Connect uses SAML 2.0, SAML, and OpenID Connect, and with that, Connect users can authenticate themselves like they used to do in their own organization. Now, for SaaS platforms, it all stands and falls with the availability and the performance. And to assure this, we are having an internal health monitoring that is guaranteed by a service level agreement and the best customer support customers need. On top of those core services, we're having some basic services like authorization and permissions managing, especially around user management, which we'll see later on. The solution deployment, or I would say the infrastructure build-up, meaning how do you want to represent your company, or what is the hierarchy of your company? You can adapt it into the folder structure and inside. So each site, each department will have the right services with the right access rights. And also from within your Connect account, you can even manage your own licenses and credits for your cloud services and as well as for your on-premise solutions. At the top, we're having AVEVA services or app services, services like data management, visualization, industrial AI tools like an Insight. We're having a wide range of different analytics and visualization tools the customers could use. For API management, there will be more in the upcoming releases. So it's really like a platform that can be integrated with your existing solutions. Now, when it comes to account organization, it's really important. And it's not just about going and adding users manually. It's really more than that. It's about finding an approach and standardizing this approach to efficiently manage your users. And to achieve this, there are a couple of points you need to know. Like, first of all, the number of users you want to have in your Connect account. What services do they need to see? Do they want to see unified engineering? Do they want to see AIM Advanced? Do they want to find, I don't know, AVEVA Insight? And if a solution is for a global site, like the Middle East region, or it is for a subdivision, like the GCC region, or the UE region, or even for a sub-industry. So for example, a customer wants the AIM discovery solution for the oil and gas industry, and he wants it to be deployed there. But at the same time, he wants the unified engineering solution as a global solution for all divisions. So it really depends on what services you need to see and for which sites, plants, or even projects. From here arises the importance of defining the granularity and the complexity of the structure. So sometimes it's a simple administration and sometimes a more complex one. Now let's see how a typical anatomy of a Connect account could look like. Let's say I'm having an account with 3 solutions, and with every account comes by default the usage, the credits and licenses, and the rate plan services, which are all dependent on the consumption of those solutions or services introduced in here as an example. Each of these solutions or services is having different roles that are fully mapped to it, and which are in this case as well affecting the rate plan. So for example, for the insight solution, an admin role will have a higher charging rate than a standard user. We also have account roles, which are not specific to any solution, but rather they are mapped to the whole account. And we will represent our divisions and subdivisions in the folder structure. So we will have a folder for our plan and subfolders for the businesses we're having. Now I can deploy a solution to a single folder, or I can deploy multiple versions of the same solution to different folders and to different levels of folders as well. Now you must say that the most important thing is missing. Our users who are going to access the account. As a best practice, we don't directly map the users to the roles, but rather we create groups, assign roles to the groups, then at the last stage, add users to these groups. So we can have multiple groups, groups for account roles and groups for services. We can assign a single role from a single solution deployed to one folder, or we can assign a single role from a solution that is deployed to multiple folders. We can also assign multiple roles from one solution or different roles from different solutions as well. At the last stage, we will add our users. So a user can be added to a single group, but as well he can be added to multiple groups like Gina's case in here. For today's demonstration, we will be having the following structure. We will have ASG webinar as a main folder with the Insight solution deployed to it. And as subfolders, we'll have ASG UAE with Integration Studio and Insight, ASG KSA with Integration Studio, and ASG Qatar with the Insight solution deployed to it. Now, I've already created ASG webinar, ASG UAE, and ASG KSA. We will together create ASG Qatar. Let's switch now to the browser. Let's open the AVEVA Connect portal. So I'll navigate to connect.aveva.com. I click on the sign in button. Just a moment, I'm not sharing my screen, I believe. Let me share my screen to my browser. Okay. Can you see my screen now? Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, so this is the Connect portal. I've already navigated to it on connect.aveva.com. I click on the sign in button. If you don't have a Connect account yet, you can create one for free in the register tab by filling in some basic information. I'll sign into my account. Let's give it a couple of moments until it loads. I'll select the AVEVA Select Gulf account. It will also take a couple of moments. Okay, so this is the landing page. Let's go through it, starting from the bottom side. For cloud training or any AVEVA software training and for support, contact us directly. In the What's Available section, you'll find the latest news around AVEVA products and strategy. Now I'll go to the upper right side and I will click on the question mark to access, well, personally for me, it's the most visited part of AVEVA Connect, the help section. So in here, if you're having any queries or any doubts related to any option or feature available in AVEVA Connect, you can just search for it. For example, I'll be creating folders in a while. So I'll search for folders and we will get everything related to the folder management. And also on the right side, you can even navigate through the search results by topic. Now going to our portal, in the middle section, you will find the folder structure with the solution or solutions that are enabled for each folder. So as I showed you earlier, we'll be having ASG webinar as a main folder with the Insight solution deployed to it. And to access the subfolders, I'll click on the hierarchy button. we will be also having as well as subfolders the ASG KSA with Integration Studio and ASG AE with Insight and Integration Studio as well. Now, on the upper left side, we have the burger menu. So here we will find all the options that are available in AVEVA Connect. I'll start with the services catalog, because basically in here we'll find all the services that you are subscribed to. And if you want to learn more about a particular service, you can just click on the Learn More button, and it will open a new tab with more information on that particular service. Going back to the portal and to our burger menu. So now I've verified that I'm having solutions in this account. I'm ready to create my ASG Qatar folder. So I'll navigate to the folder management. So as we mentioned, ASG Qatar will be included in ASG webinar. So I click on the three dots next to the ASG webinar folder, select a new folder. Let's name it ASG Qatar. Now you can upload an image from your own library, or you can select the stock one. I'll go with the ship. I'll save it. This is my freshly created folder with the services that I can enable. So we will enable the Insight solution for it. We will select the region. I'll go with Europe. Okay, it will take a couple of moments until it enables. Okay, so now I'm having my ASG Qatar folder with the Insight solution deployed to it. In the next step, I'll create my group. So I'll go to the user management, to the groups tab. I'll click on the add group button. So let's name it ASG Qatar Insight admins. Okay, I'll save it. I'll go to this newly created group. So as you can see, I'm not having any users or roles assigned to this group yet. So I'll start by assigning a role. It will be for the Insight solution that is deployed to the ASG Qatar folder, and it will be an administrator role. I'll save it. Now I've created my group. I assigned a role to this group. So at the last stage, I will need to add user to this group. So I click on the add user button. I'll add my own user, but you can also add other people from other organizations as well. For example, I could have put my Gmail account, and then I will receive an invitation email in my inbox to register and sign in to this Connect account. Now going back to the users tab, I will click on my user. As you can see now, I am part of the ASG Qatar Insight admins group, and I'm having an administrator role for the Insight solution that is deployed to the ASG Qatar folder. Now going back to the home, let's see how our structure looks like now. So I click on the hierarchy button. Okay, let me sign out before and sign in back again. Select the account again, and you select Gulf. Click on the hierarchy button. So now you can see my newly created folder, the ASG Qatar, with the Insight solution that is deployed to it. Now let's continue exploring the other options available in AVEVA Connect, going back to the burger menu, to the flex credits. So basically the flex credits is there for you to understand how you are consuming your credits. So we'll start with the credits agreement, and I click on the credits agreement ID. In here, you will find basic information about your credits agreement, like the status, the effective date, the end date, and going into details into the rate plan, we can understand how we are being charged for a particular solution we're having. Like for example, in Integration Studio, I can create ready VMs with the AVEVA system platform version of my choice. And then after creating this VM, I will assign resources to this VM, like RAMs and hard disk space. And I will be charged based on these resources per hour. For example, if the Insight solution was enabled in this account, or it was active on this account, we'll find a different charging algorithm. So for the Insight solution, an administrator user will cost you an X price per day and per month, and a standard user will cost you a lower Y price per day and per month. Now let's go to the real deal in the Flex Credits section in the overview. So in here, we're having 3 different viewing modes: the balance burn down, the burn down forecast, and the service usage. Let me first start by changing the time period. Now, since this account is not that active and I'm only having one solution deployed to it, I'll demonstrate this in another way. In a more active account with multiple solutions deployed to it, the balance burn down will look similar to this. So in here, we can track the balance for our cloud credits, for our on-premises credits, and for our universal ones as well. Now, in the burn down forecast, I can predict when I ran out of credits based on the current consumption. And we can even do some further analysis by comparing the forecast burn down with the ideal burn down. And this feature is really important for 2 main reasons. On the operations side, you will avoid any operational interruptions because of insufficient credits. And on the financial side, you'll be able to plan your budget ahead of time. In the service usage, you'll be able to drill down to the service level, so you will understand how much each service is consuming from your credits. Going back to our portal, to the menu again, we reach the report section. So in the report section, you can do some further analysis on your usage and consumption. I'll change first the time period. Starting with the account usage dashboard. From here, you can see the number of unique users, the number of unique user sessions, and a graphical representation of the services per user session and the services, the user sessions per service on a specific date in the specified time period. Now to the next option available in the reports, the service usage report. So in here you can see the number of unique user sessions per service, and you can even add multiple filters to this log and export it as well. And going deeper into the user usage report, you'll be able to track the number of logins per user, and you can even filter this log and export it as well. Now, we can integrate these reports with Power BI tools and generate some custom Power BI dashboards. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is an example of a Power BI dashboard report. So from here, we can know the most popular or the most active service, the most active users in our services, the most active division or folder, and the most active and less active period of time of our account. Now going back to our portal, we reach the audit section. So it's always important to know what's happening in your account, especially when you're having multiple people managing the account or multiple account administrators. So in the audit log, you'll be able to track all the modifications that have been made on this account, and you can even apply multiple filters to this log and export it as well. Let's go back to the menu. In the integrations section, you can create access tokens and applications and manage these applications to authenticate with AVEVA Connect. And to the last part of our Connect portal, in the settings section, you can change the account logo and get a sign-in link to share it with other users. Now, in the beginning of our session, I've talked about how AVEVA Connect is a secure and always available environment. So to get to know more about that, we will go to the Trust portal on trust.aveva.com. So in here, we'll find all the information related to AVEVA Cloud Services. For example, starting from cloud security. Here you will get to know how AVEVA secures the user's data at 3 different levels: at the physical security level, when data is at rest, and when data is traveling. Going back up, in the cloud system status, you can see the status dashboard, and from here you can track any event or pre-scheduled maintenance that may affect your operations. In the cloud service description, we'll find a list of all the services that are available in AVEVA Connect. And if you want to learn more about a particular service, you can just click on it. Now, in the upcoming webinars, we will cover some of these services. Now to the last part of our session, in the legal resources. I click on the AVEVA Cloud Service Level map. So in here, we'll find all the service level agreement for AVEVA's cloud services. So for example, I want to know the SLA for the Insight solution. So I'll just scroll down to the Insight solution. Insight is a type A product. Going back up, type A products have a 99.9% SLA. And with that, we reached the end of our session. Hopefully it was an informative one. I'll leave you back within the safe hands of my colleague Nader.
Thank you, Fadel. Thank you so much. I believe the audience like this webinar. It's informative and the content is really smooth. So in the meantime, I will be waiting for the audience to raise any question. Ladies and gentlemen, you can just place it in the question box. We already received few, but you still have a few minutes to raise any question or clarification you have. And I just want to take this chance to, or this opportunity to remind everyone that if you still didn't follow us on our social media platforms, the accounts and pages, you can find the links in the chat box. So follow us where you will, for example, on our YouTube channel, you can find all the recording for the webinars, and on our LinkedIn, you'll find the latest technology and product solutions updates. So back to the questions. Let me see. We have received so far like 3 during the first one. Fadil, I think this one was already covered. They are asking if you can show us some report example. It's covered. You already done that. Second one about the available services. Also for this one, because we received this one during the webinar. So Al-Fadil already showed the available services available on the AVEVA Connect, and as he mentioned, we will be doing some future webinars about different services existing. Okay, a webinar for each one. So, okay, what is the license needed to get AVEVA Connect? Al-Fadl?
Yes, so actually you don't need a license to access the cloud platform. You will only need credits to subscribe to the cloud services. Like you can access AVEVA Connect, and then from there you will need credits to subscribe to the available cloud services.
Okay, clear. Next question, can you sign in to AVEVA Connect from Azure?
Well, actually, maybe the question is if you can integrate or use your Azure account. Well, you can, yeah, like I mentioned, you can use the sign-in feature to use it for federation for single sign-on with Azure Active Directory, and you can even use your Azure Active account to log into your AVEVA Connect account.
Okay. What is the SSO or SOO? I think he's referring to this single sign-on. I think so.
Yeah, this single sign-on feature. So basically, in AVEVA Connect, you will create one account, and let's say you will subscribe to multiple cloud services. So you will use this account to access all the services that are available. So with one user and password, you'll be able to log into all the available cloud services. You will not need to create any additional users or passwords.
Okay. So far, I think we don't have more questions. Yep. I think that's all for today. So, Fadl, thank you so much. Thank you for this good content. I hope everyone find it interesting as well. If, ladies and gentlemen, if you still have any question that you didn't have the time to raise it here, please, you can directly send us an email and we'll be replying to you. And just generally speaking, if you still have any topic or idea that you want us to cover in our upcoming webinars, hopefully we can like do as much as possible from that. So Fadl, thank you so much again, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Bye.